good windy morning from beautiful, let me try that again. Good beautiful morning from Lost Bridge North Park on good windy morning from beautiful Beaver Lake in Northwest Arkansas. We came out last night to Lord. What a windy but beautiful morning here at Lost Bridge North on Beaver Lake in Northwest Arkansas. We came out last night, got here about 6:30, set up, just kind of chilled out. But today we're getting active. We're going to take you along. Let me turn you around though so you can see our view. This is the view from our campsite. We're at Site 30 on Lost Bridge North Park. There's a Lost Bridge North and a Lost Bridge South. So we have woken up to a beautiful sunny day, although the wind is kind of brutal. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hoping that this hike we're about to go on warms me up. And so someone's put up a display here of items found at the Jim Schrader cabin site on this trail. Let's see. Miscellaneous items. Leg to a wood stove. Sorry, I know there's a lot of glare here. Pretty interesting. And maybe even more interesting, I like the barber scissors. This was an Eagle Scout project by a young man in Bentonville. So good job, Grant Fogel. Shout out to Grant Fogel. We're about to walk the trail at Lost Bridge. And what do we know about this trail, Graham?
It's about 6.5 miles, moderate, with slightly difficult sections.
Yeah, I had mixed reviews on all trails. So we don't know that we're going to do the whole thing. We're just going to see what happens. But we do know something else about it. You have to hike down a road first, or up a road, I should say.
Yeah, steep.
To get to the trailhead.
Jack's on his way though.
Yep, Jack's pulling me up the hill. At the trailhead for the Lost Bridge Trail, Graham's filling out the trail log. Got a couple benches and a little interpretive sign. Across the road is where it comes out the other side. And they have a little parking area, but it's just up from the campground. You can easily walk here from the campground. Well, I say easily, it is up a pretty steep hill. All right, here's a look at the trail, including safety warnings for snakes and poison ivy, because it is that time of year. Which Graham will be walking first, so he can look out for snakes, because he has a better eye for them than I do.
That's because I'm looking for them.
Yeah, he likes snakes more than I do. Upon this little trickle over these rocks, but it's so cute. this is gonna sound weird, for like rocks and moss, and look at this. So beautiful. Got light diffused through the trees. It's like a little, I could just picture a little gnome in there. I love it. Well, we just came from that direction, but I didn't know there was a hike-in camp area here. There's a sign on this post down here that gives you some directions as far as like, you know, confining your fires and such. And camp down there, I don't know if you can see, there's a little camp spot B. There's some areas that are leveled out. This is really remote though. It would be kind of cool to come down here and like hammock camp or
Yeah,
something.
I'd love to hammock camp around here.
Perfect for that. All these trees. And I could camp between the rocks and the moss. Storage shed and lot.
Somewhere in here was
Somewhere.
a storage shed and a barbed wired area. But this is where they found all those artifacts that were on the notice board. Yeah. The old wagon wheel there.
Oh yeah. The Schrader homestead. Could have been related to me. I mean, I'm Schroeder, but same difference.
And you teach?
What? Well, so many of those immigrants changed their names.
True, true.
Or they were changed for them for spelling purposes and whatever else.
They were poor farming. Farming on the stony cultivated land in this area was a family operation with one mule and a plow.
Oh my God.
Schraders eked out a precarious living from the 10 to 15 cultivated acres of corn, beans, potato, and cane. Where would they?
How the hell did they farm in this landscape?
Most of the corn was either consumed by the family or fed to the mule. Some tobacco was raised for use by the family, a common practice in the area. But there were lots of small farms like that all around this area.
We can't even, like, we have an actual field at our house and we can't cultivate anything. It says this was the main access road to the Schrader home. It extended from the existing county road on the far south side of this hill. And then it's got artifacts of Ozark Hill folks. Plant life of the area.
None of these trees were here when they were here. These have all grown since.
It would have been a beautiful place for a house though. But
looking down over the lake.
Yeah. Well, the lake wouldn't have been here because the lake's man-made.
Okay, so there'd be maybe a river down there.
Yeah, a river. What is that? The White River that creates Beaver Lake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when Beaver Lake was created, but I know it wasn't maybe the 60s or something. But God bless those people that could live how they farmed. There's nothing under this soil but more rock. How in the world?
It's sustenance living. It's not.
That's crazy.
They're never going to improve their living. They're just living from hand to mouth, I would imagine.
What's that little sign up there say?
I don't know.
This says small cabin. The foundation.
Oh yeah, you can see the foundations there. Look.
Where? Oh, right here?
Yep.
These rocks?
Yep.
This is an old trail sign. It says trail straight ahead, old house place this way. So, I wonder where that old trail comes in at. You're right behind me, but there's no... Well, there's another placard up here.
I think it's a really pretty walk. If you like rocks, there's plenty of that, like Leanne said. But this wooded glade where the sun's dappling through, oh, it's beautiful, just beautiful. There's been a lot of tree damage, storm damage, and a couple of the blazes are down. But just look for them. They're still in the log. No.
There's a couple places where the leaf litter is really heavy, but if you just like look for the indentation or look where the plants are growing on either side, you can kind of follow it. But like, pretty heavily wooded. Right. Lovely. A drink break. How many miles in are we?
Let me have a look. 4.7.
Dukes. We have not seen much wildlife on this trip. We've seen a squirrel and a turkey vulture today. It's so pretty today, though. A nice breeze, sunshine. It's a good day for a hike.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Gotta love the Ozarks. All right, Camp Lost Bridge. Fire grates out here. There's an electricity hookup. Guess it's a group campsite. Graham, what was that you said this morning? Because we weren't doing the whole 6.6 miles.
Well, there was a point where I didn't think we would reach 2 miles, the amount of stoppages we had. But then we got ourselves sorted.
Yep.
This old fella down here has marked nearly every tree in the forest this morning.
He's left his mark. Back from our hike, it's stat time. Graham, give us the stats.
Okay. 5.86 miles. We had 682 feet in elevation gain. Slow one today, it was 3 hours 35 minutes, which is an average of 1.6 miles an hour. 2,471 calories burned. How do they work that out?
I don't know.
But it was
I didn't have that
really
many
nice.
Calories burned.
It was a really nice hike.
It was. I mean, we were stopping and taking pictures and filming video and stopping with Jack, and not our quickest, but we don't care. It was quick enough. And I felt every inch of that elevation gain.
For anyone that's interested, it is on All Trails.
I think it says like Lost Bridge North at Beaver Lake or something like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
It said it had mixed reviews on all trails. Some people said the trail was difficult to follow. I didn't think it was difficult to follow today.
Here it is, Beaver Lake Loop via Lost Bridge Trail.
Maybe they've done work since those people hiked or something. I don't know. There were flashes all along the way.
Yeah, they changed color too, though.
So I don't know what the difference
But
was.
just follow them because they're all going the same way.
Yeah. And then there's old signage along the way too, but again, it still points you in the right direction. The only place where we came off the trail was at that group site. But there's a flash. You can follow the flash like we did back down to the little trailhead. Or you can just walk down to the road from the group site if you want a shortcut. I didn't want a shortcut. I wanted to do the official trail today. So I made Graham not do the shortcut.
Yeah. It wasn't me that wanted to do it. It was Jack.
It was Jack. I'm sorry, Jack. He looks like he's going to get over it. He should sleep well today.
He's busy watching the birds out the door at the moment. Yeah. Okay, one thing that we like to do at home is smoke meat. We've got one of those pit barrels, and I love it. So we thought, what can we do when we're on the road? But I've been looking into it, and apparently you can do a stove top smoker. It looks like a roasting dish, right? which is basically what it is. But it's got a sliding lid on it. Inside, you've got a tray, a drip tray, with a grid where you put your meat, and you put the wood chips. Actually, it's almost sawdust. You put the sawdust inside here, and it's only a little bit. It's a tablespoon and a half, and you don't soak it like you do with the big smokers. So we're going to try it out today, and I bought 4 different types of wood chips. I've got oak, hickory, cherry, and alder. Yeah. But we're going to try hickory today. So we put the hickory. This is not a tablespoon, as most people have noticed, but I'm going to do. And you just lay it in the bottom, like that. You put your drip tray on top of it. Now, a lot of people have been using silver foil because it darkens the stainless steel. Who cares? It still works. And if you want to clean it, just scrub it, you know? What we've got today is some boneless pork ribs. But someone forgot the seasoning. So we're just gonna go au naturel today. But look at that. That's a nice bit of meat there. Okay, so we've done a basic seasoning. We've put some salt and pepper and sugar on there. And the salt has some seasoning in it as well. It's not just a straight salt.
It's mix it up salt.
Yeah, but that's basically it. We're going to put that on the grid. This is going to go on the camp stove for an hour.
And no water goes in it?
No water. It's a dry smoke. And then it goes in the oven for an hour and a half. So I'm just going to take it out, put it on the smoker, and we'll come back in an hour and see what we're doing.
Well, we left our camp table at home because we didn't think we'd need it because there's a picnic table here, but our picnic table is too far away for the camp stove, for the propane hose. So this is what we're doing. We'll check on it in an hour.
It smells freaking delicious. So now we're gonna baste it, and I don't have any barbecue sauce, but we did have some barbecue beans from lunch that we're gonna use the sauce from. So sort of the same difference.
Yeah, with this stovetop smoker, if you have something bigger than this, like if you wanted to do a chicken or a turkey, you can literally just tent it with foil instead of using the lid.
Okay.
But yeah, if you could only smell what we can smell now.
Yeah. Smells delicious. Okay.
Now we're going to put it in the oven at 275 for 90 minutes.
And this just fits our little camp oven like a glove.
There we go.
All right, it's been cooking low and slow, so let's take a look. You might want to come in for this. We're going to slide this into here. That looks good. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that slides right through that. Let's see. I mean, that just pulls apart. That just pulls apart. It's really hot. Oh. Oh yeah. It is smoked.
It is?
Mm-hmm. You can taste that hickory smoke.
And
If we'd had like actual barbecue rubs and stuff on it.
yeah. A little bit of a smoke ring there.
Oh, it's so good. How much was that? 40 bucks?
Yeah.
40 bucks. Well spent if you will smoke on the road. I'm giving it a thumbs up for sure.
Yeah.
We'll put the link down below for you guys. Our weekend at Lost Bridge North is coming to an end. We're about to roll home. We've learned a lot this weekend about the RV, and of course, we're still learning all this YouTube stuff.
Yeah, we've got some jobs done, and we've tried out some new things. It's been a very successful weekend.
Yep. Nice, quiet, relaxing weekend.
Jack's enjoyed himself.
Yep. Jack has peed all over this campground. We'll see you next time. If you liked anything in this video, hit like, subscribe. Like I said, we're still learning all of this, so come along for the ride. Taping of that. Gotta do that again.